Welcome to today's episode of Spice and Nice.
I am Amanda Spice.
Denise so nice.
Normally it's have the introduction. I don't know why today don't, but doesn't matter. Life don't always work like how we want it to be.
Yeah. The instant that you saw just now the face, you can replay back again. It ends a peace face.
Yep.
It's like, why is this not working out again?
Yep. Okay, so let's go with the topic of today.
Yes, today I have chosen a topic that obviously you can tell is a topic chosen by me because it's about relationships and ex. If you were your ex, would you miss you? Okay, how about we do it this way? You will answer if this question. If you were your ex, would you miss you? And I will answer.
Now first you have to make
What
me
I
think
think.
of my ex.
Oh my god, is that a painful memory for you? I
No,
forgot for Taurus, maybe.
the disgusting story. but
Discuss. Oh, you have so you have quite a few exes.
Yeah, I feel
Which
quite a few.
Okay,
exes.
let's just put them all together. If you were your ex, would you miss you?
I don't use the word miss. I would think more like regret to lose someone like me.
Mm.
I'm saying it in the way of I'm a like a medicine. You only find I'm useful when you're sick.
I think
And
you are also bitter like a medicine.
yeah,
Yeah.
when God life will give you a hardship, and then you will look back and you're like, oh, I used to know a woman who can go through this or can solve this problem with me as a team, but too bad, I lost her.
Mm.
So that's what I would describe about me. I'm not someone that to have with you to more like a enjoy life person.
Like a sweet time.
Yeah, but I think more like if you need me beside you as a life partner to go through struggle, I think that's what my strength is.
I think and okay, so let's do it this way. You will answer the question, then I'll answer what I think. If I'm your ex, would I miss you? Okay.
Okay.
I think I would miss you and not miss you at the same time because, like you say, you are a medicine, and
Yeah.
I agree with that. So being with Anne, it's my personal experience. Being with Anne will make you a better person, but the process is not comfortable. So it's like you have medicine that is good for you, but it's bitter and maybe not smell nice or taste good,
Yep.
right? So your presence is a little bit like that.
Mm.
That's why maybe they would miss you, maybe they wouldn't, like a part, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, now my turn to answer the question. Then we will talk about how we have changed last time and now when it comes to not that she's looking for a partner now, but if she were to look for a partner, what we look for. Let's go to that next, okay? So if I were my ex, would I miss me? I'm thinking about a particular ex. This ex was the one that I was with the longest. I mean, besides my husband. And I thought I was going to marry him. This is the ex I'm talking about. Okay, also a Sagittarius, the guy. If you're watching, you know who you are. I'm not sure. I'm just saying on behalf of him. I would say I may miss me as a girlfriend, but may not miss me as a life partner. Because from what he knew of me then, I'm very fun, I'm very playful, but you cannot imagine me as somebody who go through tough times with you. Does it make sense? But now I can go through tough times. Okay. So how about you? Would you, if you were my ex, do you think you'll miss me? But you haven't known me before I became who I am today.
Yeah, same. You did not know me before I'm become today. So it's very hard when you know each other, when you already
A bit
heal
changed,
and
yeah.
move on and be a best version of yourself. Very hard to imagine how she used to be and I used to be. But I can imagine a little bit with Ava version, but also Ava also different because she grew up with me, right?
Yes.
Which is a different kind of mom. So ex. I don't even think that I will break up with her in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's a very yeah.
Oh, you're being nice now.
No, I'm not being nice. It's the truth. Like I have to feel you so annoyed that I don't want to see you. Okay, let me assume you are someone that I already know is my ex in the past. But you see, most of my exes don't have a pure heart like you either. They have a hidden
intention,
gender? Not gender, but it like greed.
Oh,
Because they are men.
ah,
Did you get
You
it?
mean greed for influence and power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Money, fame. So it's very different to compare because the kind of man that I'm dating, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? They hope,
You like forward men. You like action men.
right? So it's not, so that come with a consequence of the choice I make, right? So they may take a lot of influence to understand that power is important,
Mm,
money is important, but not everything. Because that's me, right?
mm.
I may find a man who that power and money driven is attractive,
Ambitious.
ambitious,
Okay.
but after that, if they if you stay with someone too long, you know that, right? You will know more about them at
Mm,
their heart.
mm,
How would they feel? Did they really empathy for other? How was they look into life, and you want more, and that's make things more complex. So that's why I say it's very hard. In the first place, I need to be really give up on her to think that if she is my ex, what can I do? But she is a woman and she more feminine than me, right? It's so sorry, this question I'm failed to answer. I can't give answer,
no, but
you
you
know.
praise me, so that's okay. You pass.
Yeah.
Very easy to pass on. You just praise me and then you pass. Okay, good. Okay, the reason why, like I said, I know you're not looking for anybody right now. Neither am I.
Yeah.
But I just met with my girlfriend, and she's a single mom of 3 kids.
Yeah.
So her kids now
Not
are
me, someone else.
3 kids. She only has one. Okay,
I
that
have one, but my one is the same
enough is
level of
enough.
three.
Her
Yeah.
3 kids are. She's a Taurus also, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 kids, and the oldest one now is already army already, so very very big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then the youngest one I think is secondary 2 or something. And she is a single mom, so she came back on the dating scene. Now her kids are old enough already,
Okay.
and her kids are also very thoughtful. And they'll tell her, "You need to find somebody good to take care of you. You know, we're not going to always be around." Her kids are
Mm,
very grown up, lah, I would say.
mm,
So she's now recently dating, and we talked about the difference, like what we used to look for and what we felt was love, to
mm,
now what we view as love.
mm.
Okay, then expand it a bit lah. Let's talk about love generally. How would you view love last time versus now? Just talk about general love. Don't have to be male, female, male, like relationship. Can be friendship, to the world, to the universe.
I think the love will grow when you get older. Depend. If you love, if you have a lot of love, you will feel love is meaningful and big.
Mm.
If you have a lot of hate, then the hate just get bigger. So it
Oh, that's
depends.
true. That's true.
So I just look at this way when I was younger. I think love is just me and my family. And if I married, me and my husband.
And
And
your
if I
husband
have kid, would
family.
be me and my husband family, and then me with my kid. That's it. After I went through divorce and I went through all the terrible thing that I think teach me a lot. And then I start have my team, and the love from me to my team, my business, the journey of the leader chain as well. So beyond of me love my family, I start love me and my team who work with me, and my people from my team that they care. Like just say they care of their family, then that's also the people that I would care.
Mm.
And I expand beyond because I do education. Every class I come in, I feel love to my student. I feel
Mm.
empathy for them. I am empathy for the parent that they have and the life that they have to went through to raise this kid up.
Mm.
And the love just get bigger and bigger. And now when I sit down, like just today I have a day class, right? When
Mm.
before you come, I have class from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then I have a meeting with my team.
Mm.
And we talk about that, and I tell them about, when you come to my age and maybe you go through enough like me, and after you solve the problem love between you with your family, like forgive, move
Mm.
on and all that, and you solve the problem love between you and your family, like your loved one, your husband, your wife, your children,
Mm.
you would love to give more to other people, and that is
Mm.
normal.
Mm.
Does not mean you greedy. It just means you're capable of give more love to other people for heal the world. And just now I will motivate these two young girls who are been with me, and I teach them to be a female leader, and I tell them this. I say, you see, the thing about you is you very strong,
Mm.
but you doubt on who you are. The world need more leader rise up. And you were so busy to live small, and that's why you suffer. You upset, you crumby, you annoyed by everything. But when I ask you to take lead, you don't want to. The fact of a lot of people want you to take lead. They need you to lead the way. They want you to show the way, and you refuse to do it. That's why you sit at the corner and you're crying, because you want to live as a woman that just want to give love to your family, your parent, your kid, and that's it. And that's why when you only give love for three, you upset, because the truth is you can give love to another
Mm.
100 more people.
Like your energy is so much, but it has nowhere else to go.
That's
so
right.
It's stuck inside. That's why you get all this emotional imbalance
That's
and
right.
uncivility.
Yeah. So go back to what Denise just shared about love to me now, which is, I mean, she with me so long to know that I think my love is just get bigger over years, and the
Mm.
expand of the level of compassion and understanding and beyond what I think I know. And I'm welcome with it. I'm still scared, but I feel like I have that expansion that
Mm.
I could not use word to explain. Only
Mm.
people around me know it. People witness my growth will see how much I've been growing up as a human being.
Mm.
Like my soul, my spirit, how I live the life. I have not. I'm no longer a young and naive girl 10, 11 years ago when I believe that the only love I need is my husband or my children. Yeah.
Mm.
How about you?
I think
Give back that question to Denise. So what is love mean to you now?
I
Oh
feel
no, your husband watching this video? Cover your ear, bro.
no, I don't think you watch it.
Okay.
He's playing with his Nvidia box. He's
Oh.
having a fun time. Okay, but anyway, what does love mean to me? I would agree with the expansion. I think because I go for programs and when I meet people, okay, the first time, we had a conversation about how when people are giving me love, I cannot receive it because I have a filter.
Mm,
We had that conversation earlier. And I realized that when I first, let's just talk a little bit about when I first went for the classes that we went for when you
mm,
were just translating, and then versus now. When I went for that, right, when people come up to me and say, "Oh my God, Denise, I love you," even the team that time was the first time they met me, I think,
yeah.
and then they gave me the placard with my face on it. I got such a shock, right, because I have never imagined I would see my face being printed or something and wave around like I'm a star,
Yeah.
right? So that was them showing me love, but because I had a certain filter, I had a certain resistance, or my capacity wasn't that big yet,
Mm,
I felt very taken aback. I was shocked. I was like, what is this? Then immediately I realized that I could not receive the amount of love that they were giving me.
mm,
And because of that, it's very human nature, I feel, to
mm.
brush it off as they were just being nice.
Yeah.
They're just being nice to me because I'm Anne's friend.
Yeah.
Because they're your team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just being nice to me. And then now, compared to now, when I get strangers who come up to me after the class, even though this time round I did not stand in front of the room
Mm,
to help facilitate, some of them they still came up to me, and I I am able to receive their love
mm.
without brushing it off and saying, "Oh, you're just being nice." I
Yeah.
could feel that they they resonated with something that I presented on the screen through the videos as a person, and they resonated with me. That's why they came to look for me, and I could receive that love and not
Mm,
just say you were just being nice.
mm,
And I think, and I feel that is the biggest growth for me. Chinese, we have this saying, 大爱 means like love for, it's like what you're doing, love for everybody else, that is expanded out of yourself and your family, because you start with
mm.
love for yourself,
Yeah.
then your family, and da, 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 like that, right? So you have now expanded to the people around you,
Yeah.
people of Vietnam. And I felt like through this growth, I'm starting to have an idea of this concept of big love. Direct translation is big love. Direct translation is big love. Of this, how should I put it? It's like I can see far off in the distance. It's like a big mountain. I can see far off in the distance. I can see the mist, but it's kind of covered. But I know it's there, and I can smell a bit of the trees smell coming towards me, and I know I'm going towards them.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting
Mm.
for me. I realized, and I did not realize until I had a conversation with um, somebody else, and the person just said, "Oh, I asked the person, do you know that the people there love you? they don't go look for you simply because you are Anne's friend or my friend, right? They go look for you because they really like you as a person." And the person just said, "Oh no, they're just being nice." And I realized, oh, this is the filter that this person has, and no matter how much you tell them, it will not get through because the filter is there.
Mm.
And then I realized, oh, I used to have that filter also. So last time when the team first came out to meet the podcast, I also thought that they're just being nice. They came out because they love team. I was like, so I had that filter. I'm like, then the biggest question is, how do I help people like that, right?
Yeah.
And I realized that you cannot possibly help them. You can only demonstrate. You will demonstrate how I can only demonstrate how I've grown, how I've changed, and then the people around me, they will have to grow at their own pace. I will show them that it can be done this way, and then they will follow or not, or they will follow at their own pace. Everybody is, and I think that's the toughest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you so badly want to bring along, especially okay. This one is also another thing about love and helping the people, because part of love, I think, is wanting to bring people that you love on
With
that
you.
journey. Yes, correct. But sometimes they just cannot be brought, or they, like I said, they will go at their own pace. And recently, I had conversations with two other people who just went for a self-development program, and they were saying the same thing, that they, and it's very interesting. You know how last time you said you see me like you yourself last time, and now I see that, I realize what you mean. I look at them like, this is me
Yeah.
3 years ago. And then I realized that, oh, they I can exactly understand what they say, because they say they are so frustrated by the people
Yep.
around them who
Yep.
say cannot be done, no choice. And then and then they just keep looping the same story. And they say they are so frustrated, what can they do to help these people? Then I tell them, there is nothing that you can do, you just have to demonstrate. Then I brought up example of my sister. She's Taurus also, of course, very slow to change. I went for the self development program. I changed, and I demonstrated that change after 3 years. Then she asked me about the program. So I told her about this. And by using the example, I hope that they see sometimes it's not just months,
Yeah.
sometimes it's years.
Yeah.
And
Many years.
Yes, many years, and you have to keep on demonstrating. So I think with that, I feel for me, with the expansion of love and capacity, now I start to look further. Now it's not just what can I do in the next 3 months. Now I think about 8 years, 10 years. I just need to get through this 7, 8 years of hardship or training,
Yeah.
refinement, and then I can.
Well, that's what don't tell us, right? Raise your hand and demonstrate.
Yeah.
You know, that sentence is just stuck in my brain every time when I do something. When I just wait for somebody change
No,
or
you have
do
to change
something,
yourself.
and then I'm like, and that's why, like you just say, like why the program every time is better, and I make it sharper. And now even this 2 day, I spend whole day there to create the
I know.
class just more.
She's doing her own app now. She's doing her own app now. Stay tuned to find out what the app is. Even I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I want because the app on my website, I just want to book it at the app, right? Because it's already at the website. But I want to take away some time from Sung. So I will do certain app that Sung don't have to do, so he can focus on the big one.
But Sung looks very happy.
Yeah, he's so happy. He's so happy that now I can do a lot of things
And then
by
whenever I
myself.
see him, he is always smiling. He's always, hey. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. you know, I think that's also part of love, right? For me, how I show my love is I hope that people around me can be happy and that
Mm.
my energy can infect them so that they also become more joyful. That's also part of how I show my love.
Because today we talk about the ex love, and after 20 minutes of conversation, and we talk about the future love of how we are right now.
Suddenly the conversation becomes so deep, right?
Yeah, that suddenly now I feel like I'm asking myself another question,
Oh.
guy. That if now I meet my ex again, was I miss them or I love them again?
Ah. Which ex do you think you will love them again?
I'm trying to book all the ex in front of
But
me
you
right
must
now.
understand also, sometimes some of the exes will have changed. Like you, how you have changed. Maybe not as much, but they may have evolved.
That's true.
Right? It's like my ex, the ex I'm talking about, if he met me now, maybe he will see me one day on screen. I will have evolved.
But even that, I'm not interested anymore. I don't know. I think even now, any of my exes interested in me or come back or want to have a relationship again, even they change,
Mm.
I still think that they change for another woman, not for me. Maybe they change for another woman who used to be me.
Or maybe but okay,
You
no.
know what I mean? Like they change themselves to the version of that woman. Just say they date me when I'm 24. They
Mm.
change themselves to match with the woman when I was 24.
Mm.
It's mean if now they meet me again, I'm not that 24 years old woman anymore. Just say they take 10 years to change themselves to reach that gap.
Mm.
The gap already so far because
Mm.
now I'm changed to be. You see, that's what I'm saying is like I'm not sure how many people come back to exes and can have this love relationship. But I'm asking myself when you're sharing, I'm like,
Okay, I don't think you are those kind that can you are those kind that's over is over.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I feel. And okay, this is something that I've learned along the way. If an ex came back to me, it would mean that there is a lesson that he has not learned, or there is a lesson I have not learned yet
Mm.
from each other.
Ooh,
Does it
that's
make
why I
sense?
block everybody is the best.
But the lesson will find a way to come to you, whether you like it or not.
Ew,
You know how it works, right?
ew.
So I,
No,
I, I think with all my exes, all the lessons that we were supposed to teach and learn from each other were done.
yeah,
That's why
I think so too.
actually, Singapore compared to Vietnam or even to China is so tiny.
Ew.
Singapore is so tiny, and yet I will say all of my exes, right? I have only met one once, and it was when we were walking the pavement like this by the road. We just crossed each other,
Wow,
and
that
that
can be
was it.
happen.
He was with his colleagues at that time. I think because they were in office wear, he was with his colleagues, and then I think he passed me. Then he realized it was me. He walked past. Then after his eyes, I could see out of the corner. I was thinking, "Do not look at me. Do not gonna. Cannot see me. Cannot see me. Cannot see me." Because his face was turned away from me, and then I was walking like this, and then I think suddenly he realized that I can see from the corner of my eye that he stopped, and he was like that. So I just continued walking as if nothing happened. I had my shades on. So I was like, okay. Then I was like, what is that supposed to teach me?
Mm.
Yeah. So what was that supposed to teach me? Now what I think it was supposed to teach me is that last time I always say, "Aya, meeting your ex is no big deal one. I sure can say hi or pretend nothing happened." Well, I could not because I could feel my heart like, like that. So maybe that was a lesson. Empathy for other people. Say that they feel shocked when they see their ex. So that was the only ex I met once. That's it. No other exes I met. Touch wood.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't meet any
Touch wood.
exes. No, some like one exes I still have to meet because I have a kid with them. But
That
other
one is
than that,
different because there's a forever bond.
yeah, no, not forever born.
Forever link.
By the age of 21 of Ava and her birthday, I'm officially can block. So yes, no, there's
A
nothing
few more years,
forever.
a few more
Few
years.
more years,
Yeah, nothing is
and
forever, that's true.
and I'm very patient. I have a lot of patience.
She has,
I have a lot.
she has a lot of patience. I was telling, okay, I think maybe patience is somehow something that for me I show love also. Because with people that I love, I tell myself I need to be more patient.
Maybe my daughter is patient with me. I don't know, but I think I'm more patient with her.
Definitely. I got thanked, that there were some people I work with at the program, at your program, that I thank them, I said, thank you for being patient with me. And they say, that one is my specialty. That one is my power. I was like, okay, all the earth signs, yeah. Because your team is mostly earth signs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then I was like, I'm surrounded by a sea of patience. I'm drowning in the sea of patience.
very hard for them to not patient, because if they don't want the patient, they remember that they have a leader that way more patient than them.
So they should keep quiet.
Yeah, because I have to be patient with them first, then they can be where they are, right? So if I can be patient with them, so why can they cannot be patient with the next group or team?
They have to. Oh, that's why you say you have to demonstrate.
That's right. So it's very hard for them when they come to me and they're frustrated about anything, my member, because I will look into their eyes and I
What do
ask
you think
them,
about yourself 3 years ago?
yeah, what do you think? Do you like that? Do you think how long and that's how they always come back to me with like, wow, I feel so much appreciate for you. I don't know how you can take it, man. I don't know how
But they're
you can.
taking it now, you see.
That's the thing, and that's what it is all about: legacy, about leadership, about
Pass it on.
knowledge that you pass down to
Yes.
people. You can't tell people that, I'm patient, I'm very patient with you,
Oh, you trust me, I can do this for you. No, you must
yeah,
show.
no, you trust me, 3 4 years later they will come to you and say, oh my god, thanks that you're so patient for me in the
And it's
past.
three. I realize it's 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
3 to 5 years later, they will come and say, "Oh, really, you were right."
yeah,
I'm learning that patience now. It
yeah,
is not easy for me. My nature, I'm not patient.
yeah.
But yeah, I think this is how I show love to
But
people
that's what
around me.
love is, right? You have to patient enough to show people. So
And
so we
to
have
give
this
them time.
okay, actually I want to share with Denise later, but just now I also can share it
Really,
anyway.
really? Okay,
So
share.
we were pumping to this another leader of a company,
Uh-huh.
and we will have a conversation about should we collaboration, because we want
Uh-huh.
to do some project for,
Okay.
to support the community for the public service. And after we have a conversation, I realized that his leadership and my leadership is just so
The
different,
style is different.
very different.
Okay.
And I will send my team, my boy, to go and talk to the other side, because I'm not in Vietnam right now. And when they come back, they just told me like, I could not understand my life without you. If 4 years ago you don't take us in and train us, because the other team is in mess, and the other people in work with him is like a zombie. And I can see myself 4 years ago, and I don't even imagine how I live like that and I continue like that, and if without you, like, it's just the universe just give them a chance to walk through their past again, through the land of another leader who lead the team, who lock people in a room to do in the socket to
But
do
it's a
the computer.
normal office thing, right?
Exactly, but for them it's different. You need
Yeah.
I find a place for them to live need to have a window. Can you imagine that every house need to have a window? Every room of my team member have a
Needs to
window.
see some sun and air.
Exactly. I make sure my office nothing cover beside of light. Back, front, top, everywhere need to have light. I make my every place that I choose. If they don't have window, or they don't have space, or they don't have light, do not take. So I have cared so much about environment. And then now I'm talking about people. Who people you work with? Did they positive? Did they toxic? Did they kind with each other? Do they sincerely want to work? Did they really work because they love their work, or because they forced to be there? Because it's very different.
Yes.
So I teach them all this over years, and it all come from patience and love, right? And I like the fact that that side try to take, like, talk in a way like, oh, do you consider want to work for us, how much did she pay and all that. And
None of them will leave you lah, please lah. It's like trying to pluck out the teeth from your mouth.
but you see, the thing is funny, because the other side will never understand how
They
the
never
bond
understand.
the
never
bond can
understand.
be to that level.
That's why I keep telling the people who come visit that the team is more than just a team. They are like family.
Yeah,
They are really like family. I tell them that's why they work so well together. And this family is built through years of fighting and of course talking. I'm sure they have fight a lot.
yeah,
That's why they come to where they are now.
yeah.
But
But I like
people
that.
don't
And when they ask,
understand.
like, my team will ask me like, how do you make people so loyalty to you? I say again, like what you just say, patient of demonstrate to them that I will take a bullet for you.
Yes.
Even before you asking that, before they're going to say, you know what, my leader going to take bullet for me, I going to take bullet for her as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
And all that, it take a lot of years of patience,
Demonstration.
of demonstration, of love, of care, of sincere,
Mm,
a lot.
yes.
And all this cannot trade by, hey, how much she pay for you per month.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because that's insulting to them. You know, when people work with purpose, when people work with a bigger purpose and
But
life
people
than
don't
themselves,
understand.
that because most of people don't have it. But
They don't understand. It's so tough now when I try to tell people what I do.
yeah,
Nobody understand.
you are me
Nobody understand. And then
5 6 years
and then
ago.
you know what I come to the realization slowly. I need to start building my own team.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I don't know what to say, but yeah, thanks
yeah,
for the responsibility.
yeah.
I can feel it coming. Excited.
Well, responsibility is not that hard. With AI right now, things can be done.
It's not about that, but I also believe in leading by like I have to show that I care for that person truly
Yeah,
before, like you say, loyalty. You are loyal to your team.
yeah.
I am loyal. I need to show loyalty before that person is
You
the
know, in the
same.
middle, we have this conversation, episode 178, which is 8 plus 8 is 16, right? But it's also 8, 8, like, 178. I don't
Yeah.
know why. When you share that, I certainly, some voice tell me, I don't want to forget it, so I will tell you now. In case
What is the
future is
number
alright.
of eight for?
8 is mean infinite. Yeah,
Oh, we are infinite loop.
yeah.
Okay,
So
great. Lovely.
I,
I'm
f-
looking
I
forward.
now I get it because why your number is 3, you have to learn. And I was asked myself this many years, what have you need to learn? I think you need to take care of young people in Singapore. Your group is not people of middle age and
No, not
grow.
my own age.
Exactly. Your group is you're going to help a lot of young people under you, like how I do in Vietnamese,
Mm,
but for Singaporean. I think that's where, sorry,
maybe
the spirit asked me to tell you that. So the team that you just say that you say maybe you need your own team, maybe that's where you need to enter.
look at my face of loving responsibility.
Okay, the next step, you know what need to do lah, huh? I don't know what else need
I
to
don't
do.
know. I don't know. I just think that it will come when it comes. You
Yeah,
get what I mean? And I agree. I think recently after the latest our latest excursion to Vietnam. For me it was an excursion
yeah,
because I wasn't in the room much as she was running the program. I wasn't in the room much. I just walking around according to some people. But anyway, I was hosting some guests that we had. But anyway, what I learned from that is I last time I never understand why I when I was younger I felt much older than people around me.
mm.
But now that I'm older, I feel much younger than the people around me.
Yeah, you are. You're even younger than me.
And I realized that maybe like you said, and I really get along well with people who are younger.
Mm.
And I'm talking about like early 20s, late 20s, that kind of young people who are maybe 15, 12, 20 years younger than me. I get along well with them. And I'm starting to realize maybe that's the reason why. And they will come and ask me questions. But I still don't think I have the answer because I'm still working things out, right?
Yeah,
But it's like you say I have a filter.
yeah,
That's why I cannot really understand like why you come and ask me this. I have no answer for you.
yeah.
Right? But for them, I am I've traveled a little further along the journey. That's why they come and ask me. So yeah, now talking about it, I have another realization. There's another filter I need to remove. Lovely. One more task to do.
September need to back again.
September, I'm sure I will be back and I will learn more things. I feel every time I go, I think it's no longer about the. Last time when I first helped you out with your program, right?
Yeah,
It was a lot about how can I do the best for the people that came
yeah,
because that's my job.
yeah,
How do I bring the game or the activity to where we want it to go to have the result that we want them to achieve or to have a revelation, whatever it is that the goal, right? And then now I realize that every single time I go back, I also learn something about myself. And I feel it's interesting, also a little bit scary and exciting at the same time because I realize that the things that I learn from each time I go back is more and more things.
mm,
It's like the first time I go back, I learn one thing. Second time I go back, I learn two things. Then next time I learn three things. It's more and more. That
mm,
means also means probably my capacity is getting bigger,
mm,
and rate of growth is getting faster,
Mm.
which is excellent. I love speed. Yeah, so that's good. I think that face was when I think about responsibility. Okay, thanks. How do you feel? One day I will come and ask you. You know, I think the day will come and ask you. And can you teach me how to make money? That is the day, and will be like, my girlfriend has grown.
Yeah.
Come, give me your Excel spreadsheet.
Well, I don't. I think money will be the least important for you because it will come by itself.
It's true.
But I think the next question is how do you going to lead your own team? I think that will be the correct question you're going to ask me.
But I think managing finance is good for me because I realize, okay, this is one is another topic, but briefly,
But can I tell you something?
it's not about earning money. It's
Manage the money is the least important thing that you should learn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Because
I'm happy.
my accountant and my
I'll manage
lawyer
for you.
do that is so much better. The most important thing that people focus wrong is how to manage the team, how to manage this accountant and this lawyer.
So that they
work
will
with
manage
team.
your money so well.
That's
for you.
right.
Okay.
So it's and even now when I train my boy to they run in Vietnam for do property for me. It's never about the money, right? Because if just say one property, you have 20 property agents. Which agent you're going to go through to get the house? They have nothing to do with the number. By the time you get through the deal, you realize that the number is the least important thing. Because no matter what, this person already decide to sell to you just because you have a good working with this agency and this agency is very close to the house owner. And at whatever this person going to tell the house owner, you will get the price as what you want. So this relationship is way more important than you
The
would think that the
numbers.
number going to
Yeah,
change,
that's
right?
true.
And like just for example, I deal with my team right now in Vietnam. I told you about that, right? How many $1 million I need to build the place. When the first time when I do it, I tell them, they say you meet the wrong person, and they don't get it what I mean, right? They say the number is wrong because you meet the wrong banker, and they don't get me when I'm say the number is wrong. But they say, but I meet 10 banker and all say the same. I say no, that's 10 banker. It work for one guy on top, and that's the right person you need to talk, not this one. But your skill to reach there, that's the skill you need to learn, not the skill to deal with this
negotiate.
10 or 20
Yeah.
people. Can you discount me $100, $200? That's not the skill. That is the negotiation with the cheapskate people. The true skill is how do you go through all these girls,
And
10
get to the-
banker,
yes.
to talk to the next guy that they're going to
Decision maker.
give you a discount of $2 million. How about that? Right? So it's a very different kind of conversation that you have to practice. So if you ask me, financially shit, right? When you sit with the master, they will tell you what to read. And they also will tell you that remove the other 80%, and this is a more important number you need to read. And that's the difference between entrepreneur and people who go university. I don't have to read everything in the balance sheet, but I understand everything that I'm reading.
That is going on, yeah.
Right? And that skill is take you to see, just say like this, like how can the doctor can tell from your symptom what sick you have? Compare with young doctor, they have to bring you all the tests before they tell you something.
Yes.
It's just experience.
Yes.
And when you can reach to the level that you only sit with people who are mastery in their level, you only need to hear the concrete information, and you don't have to hear the rest of unnecessary. Do you get it?
Basically like the summary.
Exactly. But the summary with solid information, just say essence of something.
Okay.
Just say like you give a lemongrass to the person. If they learn all about the lemongrass, we're great. But how about this guy already learned all about lemongrass for 3 years? Now you just have to use the oil on you. Do you get it?
I
Like
get what you
we
mean.
actually lavish on each other every day. And if you can learn from and I'm sure the last few years you with me, even you don't learn much about business or anything, but by with me you already roughly know how to run a company. Do you get what I mean? Like you don't know completely everything, but you can see the difference between you work for someone and someone who run the company, how the life look like. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Like you get the essence of it.
I think the essence is people at the end.
Exactly, that's
People
it.
management.
Because the true assets of the company is people.
Yes.
And if you can master that, you don't have to care about the balance sheet or anything.
Let me explain why I say personal finance and manage. Because I realize I have a block with responsibility, especially responsibility of finance. So yeah. But maybe now the end says I don't need to look at it, and okay, I don't have to.
I think again we look at things that we witness, right?
Yes,
But we
correct.
forgot that we look at people who have that strength and we befriend with them. We have that.
That's right.
I'm very sure my daughter will be. I'm sorry to say it, Eva. If you're watching this and mommy already died, she will be broke without me.
I'm sure when she watching this, she will know that she will be broke.
Yeah, she will be broke without me, right? Because, but I'm not saying it in a judgment.
Mm.
I'm very aware that her intelligence is very different with me.
I think the strengths are different.
I'm
The
very
talents are
sure that if tomorrow, if her mom don't teach her how to organize her finance, I think she will be in big trouble, right? But is it I saying up because I look down on my kid? No, I'm just have high awareness and I know what her talent is,
Mm.
right? And then now I can help her and I can be her friend when term of finance. Of course, if she want to listen to me. If she don't listen to me, then I just block all her credit card and I make her go and work herself, right? Go and make money and learn your own lesson. How hard was it to make money and how to manage your money. By the time she works so hard to make a money, she will salute and she will come back and mommy now I'm time to learn about money, right? But you can't force people to learn about finance when they don't
That's true.
interested,
That's true.
right? So, but for me, am I going to be an auditor for her? Yes, I am, right? I'm her mother. But at the same time, am I going to do for the rest of her life? No, I will teach her the network of how communication with accountant so she can deal that by herself next time with the accountant. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
So she don't have to deal with things that she hates. But that skill can be trained, and that's the thing I'm trying to say. The skill of you talk to the auditor, the accountant, the lawyer, the team, that can be trained.
Mm.
That can be mastered. But the skill of you look at the balance sheet and understand, that's one cannot be trained. It's a gift, really. It's a gift because that's why I only have one Warren Buffett in the world.
You can train, but you no matter how hard you train, you can only reach a certain level. You cannot
Yeah,
reach the
yeah.
master level.
You can't. That's why I only have one Warren Buffett, and people keep telling me, "Oh, I want to be Warren Buffett." You can't. You don't have his brain. His brain.
Be yourself or Bill Gates.
His brain is different. His brain is built different.
Mm.
Can you imagine that man 96? Is it?
I don't know how
96
old
and he still drink coke every day and he's
his
last.
friend also built different. The Charlie
Yeah,
that will sit with him also built different
exactly.
from the
So,
rest of us.
The person that I'm saying that in the future she need me for finance is here. So, okay, and
Yes.
nothing.
Nothing.
What else do you
What?
want for
Wait,
me?
Wait.
Is that true? No, you don't know yet.
She
What do
doesn't
you
know
say?
yet. She doesn't know
Okay.
yet.
What do you
She
say?
doesn't
Okay, I
know
need to
yet.
be live stream.
Wait, what do you say?
Can
Okay,
I come
good
back?
night.
Good night. You still have 10 minutes, I think. Okay.
Oh, we should end before that also.
Yeah. I think that's it for today. We have a
Yeah.
very fruitful conversation.
I didn't know. Yeah, I know. It's interesting. It started off with so shallow and then it became so deep.
We always lead the conversation so
We
deep.
like a dip. All right, I guess this is it for us. We will see you at the next one. I'm not sure whether the outro will play, but if it doesn't, please remember to like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms.
I am Anne the Spice.
And I am Denise the Nice. We will see you guys at the next episode. Bye.